Hola familia, welcome to my channel, Mika Creates. I'm Mika, thanks for being here today. Today I have Cantonese cuisine, Chinese cuisine, and it's Cantonese style. So what do I have? I have, I forgot what these noodles are called. This is the specialty dish. And it is, let me tell you because I don't want to screw it up, shrimp yi mein. Shrimp yi mein. And it has noodles. And I've tried the shrimp before, but I haven't tried it with the mein. With the chow mein. And then I have mapo tofu, which I love, but I haven't tried it like Szechuan style. And this is egg flour soup. I have some white rice, and then I have some sauteed green beans and garlic. And this is from King Harbor Seafood in Garden Grove. I have tried this one time before, a couple of years back, and it was delicious. And I'm like, man, I wonder why I never went back. I have no idea. I must have forgot about it. So here we go. Where's my food, man? I want to go into our main dish right here, right now. And put this down. And this is it. And it has the shell on it. But I get so happy when I eat good food. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't have a little dumper. I love flavor on the skin. It's like fried and it has this really like cornstarch batter or something on it. But the flavors of this thing is like incredible. I don't even know how to describe it, but that's the skin. But I can tell you that I know it has like Chinese 5 spice in it, garlic, something kind of sweet. I'm not really sure what that is. Mi gente. I probably should have started with something that's not as good because I'm just going to go down here from here. Green onions, ginger. I can taste the ginger. Let's try the noodles. Like I said, the last time I had this, I don't think it came with noodles. Maybe it did, I don't remember. Okay. Jalapenos. It wasn't even hot. Oh, now I could taste it. Here's some sauteed green beans. They're cooked perfectly. They look soggy, but they're not. They have a nice little crunch to it. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Typically, I would add like white pepper to it, but I just ran because I was hungry and I wanted to eat it hot. It needs a touch of soy sauce for my taste. Hope I'm not offending anybody by adding it. Yep. And they don't skimp. There's, this is egg flour soup. It's so good. I'm gonna put that to the side because I got some bigger fish to fry. Now the mapo tofu. I've only had Japanese mapo tofu, so I'm gonna try it. This is Szechuan style, so it's Chinese but Szechuan. It's good. That's very good. I think I still prefer Japanese, but this is really good. That's good. But this dish right here is excellent. Excellent. I didn't do a thumbnail, so I should probably do that now. There we go. Why am I having such a hard time with this? It's like stuck. It's not, let me loosen it up real quick. Oh, it's my baby. Got something in his throat. That's so good. This is good. Where are my manners? I haven't even offered you a bite. Next one. It's for you. Delicious, huh? I don't want to give you this one because I already bit into it. You know what I'm saying? You guys have to go to this King Harbor Seafood in Garden Grove and order this. The shrimp yee, Y-E-E, Maine. Jalapeno. This is so flavorful. It'll seriously knock your socks off. It's delicious. It's an excellent plate. Excellent. The shrimp is not overcooked. It's not hard. It's tender. It's plump. It's juicy. They clean out the shrimp. So you're not eating the veins or the boo-boo. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, so good. That is so good. You guys, I don't mean to smack. I don't like smacking. You guys, I don't mean to smack. I'm not a big smacker. I like to watch other people smack, but I don't like to do it. But in this dish, you can't help it because all the flavors on that shell. And it's not, for me, it's not crispy enough to eat. I'm gonna eat it. But I'm not trying to do that. And so I get the shrimp, the flesh, in my mouth, and I separate it in my mouth from the skin. But then you have to suck on the skin. And that's what makes for the noise. Sorry. Some of you love it, other of you get annoyed. Not me, I love it. So good. So, my husband and I, we, the other night, we were just goofing around. We had went to the Crawfish Festival, which I tried to vlog. I don't know how well it's come out because I did it on my phone. I've tried to vlog before and it was not successful. It was really bad. So I tried it again. So we'll see how it comes out. If it's good, I'll upload it. If it's not good, I'm not uploading it. Anyway, they had a wonderful time at the Crawfish Festival. No. We ate a whole bunch of stuff. I'm really digging these green beans. Just the green beans. It's good. I wanted to get the mabo tofu. I'm actually going to eat it for dinner. But I wanted to show it to you guys. I want to eat it for dinner because I don't want anything heavy because this is pretty heavy. I'm not on a diet, we all know that. But I am trying to be more mindful. I'm getting older. And the weight doesn't come off, man. I look at food and I gain weight. I know a lot of you guys can relate. It's like, for every minute that I look at food, equates to every pound that I gain. At least that's how it feels. So we tried the gumbo. Gumbo was my least favorite. The crawfish was on point. On the crawfish, they have this spicy powder, so I added some of that. Potatoes and corn. Corn was no good. It was like frozen corn. It wasn't plump. It was like dry. I don't know how to explain it. But the kernels were, it was not good. So I didn't end up eating. I ate a very small piece of corn. Excuse me. And then I stopped eating it just because it was empty calories. Like, I don't want to eat food that's not good. I don't care if it's corn. I just don't want the extra calories. If it's not worth it, I ain't doing it. Oh, man. I'm selective about my stuff. I like Erica Badu. Crawfish on point, delicious. Sweet potato pie, banging. I have a peach cobbler. That was okay. The sweet potato pie. They have it down packed. Who else? What else? Oh. My girlfriend Anna had lobster pie. Fries, I mean. I took a little bite of that. It was okay. She loved it. I don't know, I felt like I had a whole bunch of stuff, but maybe not. Well, I had 2 pounds of crawfish, so. I could have had 3. That's the truth. If I wouldn't have ate any potatoes, I definitely, without a doubt, could have had 5. And sometimes I eat all the little legs and stuff. All the claws. Anyway, so we had a wonderful Sunday. I went with my comadre. She's the mother of my goddaughter. Shout out to Emily and Anna. So I went with Anna, my husband, my niece Kiana. Shout out to Kiana. One of her BFFs and her 2 kids. And we had an amazing time. Amazing. And we're only there for like 3.5, 4 hours. And we went at the perfect time. We got there around 4 o'clock. We went straight to the food. Dad some Zydeco. Zydeco is like New Orleans music. It makes you feel alive. think it's spelled Zyegeco. Look it up. So my favorite instrument is a washboard. And it's literally like back in the day when people used to wash their clothes. They used to hold it at the top and then wash their clothes on that. You know, when somebody says I can wash my underwear on that guy's six-pack, because of the washboard. That's what they mean. Anyway. They used that instrument. With a spoon. They got a spoon. And they go up and down the washboard and it makes this really interesting, unique sound. And I love it. It's like swampy music, like country music, but totally like alive. I mean, just, you can't like tap. You're sitting there and everybody's either tapping their feet or their hands or people that don't want to dance, but you can't, it's undeniable. So I learned about Cajun festivals and air shows from my friend Riley Patterson, may he rest in peace. Riley was an older Irish guy. He was one of my best friends. And it was a trip because I'm like 26 years old at the time. And Riley's like 69. They were like, oh, he must be your, your sugar daddy. I was unmarried at the time. I took offense just because I'm a Latina. I'm a young woman. He's an older guy. It does not mean anything. I pay my own way. Thank you very much. My parents worked all their lives. For the most part. And my dad was a workhorse. So I learned it from him. So there was no sugar daddy. He was just my best friend. And people had a really hard time because of our age difference. We used to debate all the time. He was highly intelligent and knew everything about everything. You could talk to him about anything and he knew. It was fascinating. Anyway, he was the one who introduced me to Zydeco. Asian music, swamp music. We actually went to New Orleans together. In Mississippi. We went to Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. It was interesting. That was the first time I'd experienced racism before. It didn't even faze me. People would call me the N-word, or they would call me the W word, which is referred to as Mexicans crossing the border. And I don't like those derogatory words. So they'd say that I was the W word, WB, or the N word. Like, they didn't know what I was. So they either thought I was Mexican or I was African American or African. I don't know what they thought. And so, yeah. Riley and I walked into a bar. I was back in the day when I tipped that bottle back. Before it tipped me back. I went to a bar in the daytime. And it seemed fine. We're just sitting there in Alabama at a bar, having a good old time. And then 2 days later, we go back to that exact same bar. And I walk in and I want to order a beer. The guy's not serving me. I'm just going back and forth taking everybody's order but me. And I'm like, does this guy not see me? I'm like, excuse me, sir. Can I get a beer? And he looks at me and he keeps walking by. I'm like, is this fool? Is he ignoring me? Well, I'm from California. That doesn't mean that racism doesn't exist. It does. I'm only talking about my experience. My brother has a different experience because he looks straight African American. People can't really figure it out with me. So he's been racially profiled plenty of times. I haven't as much. So this guy's straight up ignoring me. This is so good. Straight up. And finally, there was no more customers at the bar. And I'm like, excuse me, sir. I said I want a beer. And he was like, I don't serve your kind here. I said, excuse me? I thought I heard wrong. And he walks up to me and he looks at me. And he puts his hands on the counter. And he leans over and he looks straight in my face. And he goes, I don't serve your kind here. And I looked at him and I said, what kind is that? I have no idea what he was talking about. Like, it didn't even click in my head, like, what he meant. Like, because I was a female? Like, what? No clue. Because nobody's been bold like that, you know? People have made slurs, innuendos, but nothing like straight out like that, except for people calling me in my face, you know, the N-word or the WB word. So I really didn't understand what he meant. And he said, I'm telling you what he said because this is what he said. And this is no offense to anybody, including myself. Why don't you take your white trash friend? Why don't you and your white trash friend get out of here before I cut your nigger ass up in a million pieces and throw you in the back of my pickup truck? I'll never forget, like, never, ever, ever forget those words. And I looked at him and I was like, excuse me? What'd you say? And he repeated it. I am not even kidding you. All of a sudden, like, these people start coming around. They didn't say anything, they're just looking at me. Now I always watch movies and I thought maybe they were a little fabricated, or when they show those bar scene movies. No, not the slavery movies. I'm talking about bars. No lie, I was stumped for a minute. Trying to process what this man had just said. My friend Riley's Irish, tall, skinny, older man. Was in the bathroom. So Riley comes out and I'm like, we gotta go. But I'm telling you, I was pissed. I went to the bathroom first and I called my dad. And I was pissed and I told him what was going on. He's like, I want you to get out of there. And I'm like, I'm gonna tell him off, whatever. I had a little too much to drink. Not a whole bunch, but you know, I was feeling good. And B, I was pissed. So I was going to tell him what I thought when I finally processed the information. And my dad was not having it. And I went outside. I looked for Riley and I told him. And he's like, no, that can't be true. And so, of course, he went up to the bar. And the man told him to get out of there. He better leave. If he didn't want anything to happen to him, his friend, meaning me. And Riley couldn't believe it. His brother lives in Mobile, Alabama. And I guess he had never experienced that. Like, he knew, but never to that level where they wouldn't serve you. And yeah, so we ended up leaving. Well, I got into a whole different story. My whole point in telling you about Riley was he was the one that introduced me to all that. You know, to the South. And I really love the South outside of that experience. The water. I love the moss trees. Oh my gosh. The houses. I mean, I just love the heritage, the culture. Woo! Or there's no way I could hang. My mouth would get me in trouble. I think I'd lack wisdom in that area. So anyway, going back to my husband. So him and I went to the Cajun Festival, or the Crawfish Festival. They changed the name. We had a wonderful time. They ended up coming home. Taking a shower, get ready for bed, and we're just talking. And we ended up doing the husband and wife quiz. And it was cool. I've been married to my husband for 10 years. We've been together for a year, 11. So, it was shocking to find out a couple of things I didn't know about him. And him, a couple of things he didn't know about me. So I thought that was cool. I am all over the place today. Sure. Oh, this is good. I don't know how all these YouTubers eat all their food. I am done. Anyway, mi gente. Thank you for allowing me into your homes, your work, wherever you're watching it, on your cell phone, on your laptop, on your TV. Thank you for this time together. Don't forget, you don't ever have to eat alone. You can always eat with me. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, anytime. Just turn on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, log into YouTube, and then you can subscribe. And then click on that bell, that little bell, smash that bell, and hit all. And every time I upload a new video, you'll get a reminder. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our lunch together. Thank you for your support. God bless, and until next time, bye familia.